Hello students. In today's video, we're going to work on graphing piecewise functions. Now at the end of this lesson, you should be able to graph piecewise functions. So let's get started. We have two examples here. In the first example, we're being asked to graph the following function. 6x minus 1 if x is less than 0, and 7x plus 3 if x is greater than or equal to 0. So the first thing we want to do is identify the slope and y-intercept of each one. So for 6x minus 1, we know the slope is 6, and we know the y-intercept, or b, is negative 1. For the second one, 7x plus 3, we'll do this in red. We know that the slope is 7, and we know the y-intercept is 3. So when we graph this, we're going to have the following graphs. Now we'll do the one in blue first. It says the y-intercept is negative 1. That means we start not from the origin, but we shift down by 1. So this is where we start. And because the slope is 6, or to make it easier, 6 divided by 1, that means from our y-intercept down here, we're going to rise 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and run 1. So this is our line. So I'm going to, just for now, draw a line through it. And we're not going to worry about the inequality part just yet. We know we're starting down here, and we're going up in this direction. So that's the first graph. The second graph, in red, says that our y-intercept is at 3. So instead of starting at the origin, we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start here. And our slope is 7, or 7 divided by 1. That means you're going to rise 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to estimate that, and we're going to run 1. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a line that starts up here and goes through this slope over here. And here's where the adjustment takes place. The one in blue, 6x minus 1, it says if x is less than 0. So to help make this a little bit more visual, I'm going to draw a vertical line and put it through 0. It says this line, the blue line, doesn't exist, or it exists only when x is less than 0. So this blue line, to the right of 0, because it says if x is less than 0. So to the left of 0, it's going to exist. To the right of 0, it's not. So we actually have to get rid of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that blue, and to the left of 0, it's not going to exist. Now because it says less than and not less than or equal to, we actually are going to have an open circle, because it's not or equal to. So here at 0, it should be an open circle, like you see there. Now for the red, it says when x is greater than or equal to 0. That means to the right of 0, it exists, but not to the left. And because it says or equal to, that means your circle should be filled. So that circle that we just drew should be closed. So let's try another one. For x plus 3 in red, we know the slope is 1. We know the y-intercept is 3. For 3x minus 2 in blue, we know the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is negative 2. So we're going to graph that really quickly. Again, in red, it says the y-intercept is 3, so it means instead of starting at the origin, we go up 3, 1, 2, 3 right here. And it says the slope is 1, or 1 divided by 1. So that means we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And we'll have a line like so. Make sure it's in the right color, so this will be in red. Now for blue, we have the y-intercept is -2. So instead of starting off at the origin, we start off 2 down. So right here. It says the slope is 3, or 3 divided by 1. That means we rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and we run 1. So now we're going to draw our line. So here's our line. Now we're going to deal with the domain portion. So for x plus 3, it says x plus 3 if x is less than 3. That means the one in red, this one right here, doesn't exist, or it exists only when x is less than 3. So let's draw our imaginary vertical line at 3. So there it is. I'm going to extend these lines just to make sure they're clear to you. Now, it says the red one, x plus 3, only if x is less than -3. So we're now going to take this red one and then move it to where the 3 is. Now, because it says x is less than 3 and not less than or equal to, your circle should be open. So it means we should have an open circle right there at 3. On your graph, you'll just want to erase that part and change it to an open or closed circle like we're doing now. For the blue, it says if x is greater than or equal to 3. So that means to the left of 3 doesn't exist. But when it's greater than or equal to 3, it exists. And because it says or equal to, our blue circle should be filled. So you'll see a small overlap in our open circle red and our red circle and our blue circle that's filled in. So now it's your turn. Try graphing these and we'll take a look at them in class. That's all for now. I'll see you.